Alright guys, now let's look at dividing decimals. Ooh, sounds scary, but it's really not. Okay, so we have 2.45 divided by 1.5. And the first thing you want to do is take that second number, or the divisor, and make it an integer. So to do that, we want to move the decimal one place to the right, or multiply by 10. It's another way of thinking about it. But ultimately, we just want to make 1.5 into 15. Now, you'll notice we moved it one decimal place to get it into an integer. Now we want to do the exact same thing with the first number. So we had 2.45. We're going to make that 24.5 because we moved the decimal place one time in the first number. We're going to do that now with this number. Okay, so now the problem reads 24.5 divided by 15. Okay, so let's look at that and make that long division. Okay, so we have 24.5. Now this is the real tricky part. You want to make sure that the first number that we had before, 24.5, goes inside the house. So it kind of looks like it's doing this crisscross thing, right? 24.5 goes in the house, the division house as we say, and 15 goes out front. The other really important thing here is that you make sure to put the decimal place right above where it is inside the house. So 24.5, the decimal place is right after the 4. Make sure the decimal point is right above that in your answer. Now we just divide left to right just the way that we do long division. Okay, so we ask ourselves, how many times does 15 go into 24? We won't go over that now, but you'll recall there's a lot of different strategies how to figure that one out. 15 goes into 24 one time, so 15 times 1 is 15. 24 minus 15 is 9. Okay, so that's our remainder there at that step. We're going to go ahead and bring that 5 straight down, so we're left with a remainder of 95. Okay, so how many times does 15 go into 95, we ask ourselves. Again, we're not going to go over that particular concept now, but you'll see that if you work it out, you'll get 6, okay? So 15 times 6 is 90. 95 minus 90 is 5, okay? So now what do? Well, we're going to imagine that there's zeros going on till infinity after 24.5, because remember, there actually are zeros that go on to infinity after 24.5. So it's 24.5, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, and so on. So we're going to bring that 0 down, and we get 50. So how many times does 15 go into 50? Well, again, if you work it out, it's 3. So 15 times 3 is 45. Now watch out. 50 minus 45 is 5. Now check it out. That's exactly what we got on the step before. Okay, now that's interesting. What happens if we bring down that next 0? Well, you'll see that you get this unending stream of 50 minus 45, and you're going to get 3 on to infinity. So this is one of those cases where we can stop. We can stop and say this decimal is going to keep repeating. So we have 1.63 repeating as our answer. And that's it. That's how you divide decimals. You just move the decimal in the divisor enough times to get an integer, and then move the decimal the same number of times in the dividend, and then do long division the way you normally do it. And that, my friends, is how you divide decimals.